Hello, all of my beautiful peeps. I'm Tanya, and it seems like you guys are getting some inspiration out of these messages, and for that, my heart grows really, really, really hugely today and every day. So thank you, and much love to all of you. We talked a little in one of the other videos about building a tribe, and that seems to have hit home with several of you. And what I want to say is, yay, because if we all help one another, and surround each other and become communities, that's just part of taking our power back as humanity. That being said, I want to share a really cool story with you. So my husband and I volunteer at the local food bank a couple of days a week, and it's just really great to help people and see food not go to waste, to actually food that's perfectly awesome and good go into the hands of the people who need it and deserve it. So we at that food bank have really become very close. I really appreciate them for who they are, and when I miss a day, I really feel heavy because I really like being there. And so the other day I was having a conversation with one of the other people there, and he was like, hey, what is it that you need for your bus? Have you put out a wish list? Because you just never know. And I didn't even think about that. And I said, well, there's just so many little things. It's just, I don't know. I mean, we could use a bigger propane tank, because right now what we have is fine. I mean, it's perfectly fine. They're just two of the little grill tanks that are like 5 pounds a piece, 5 pounds of propane a piece. But we would love to have a bigger one, and, we need a mat for the front, and, solar batteries and panels, and, just all kinds of things. Why are you asking? And he said, well, I might be able to help you. And I said, oh, wonderful. And a week later, he shows up with a 25-gallon propane tank, way more than we had anticipated, and a horse mat that he had cut up, which will fit on our front steps and block this air that we have coming in, that we're using a piece of cloth to cover up right now. All just because he had them. He was like, I don't want anything for them. They were just sitting and nobody was using them. And why not, give them to people that I know will use them? Well, isn't that a beautiful thing? I mean, it's just helping another tribe member. So, and not only that, but the propane tank was almost full, which, wow, thank you. Like it really makes me emotional that people go out of their way to help one another. And I'm thankful. But the thing is, why aren't we doing more of this? I can guarantee you that if you look around your house or wherever it is that you live, that there are items you aren't using and that you've put away or stored away for, a rainy day, or you squirreled them aside because, we may need this someday. And I know there's a lot of people out there like that. I was one of those people, and sometimes still am. But if you're not using it today and it's just been sitting there and you don't even know you have it, why not offer it to someone else that can use it, like right away, like that minute? Because here's what I have found that happens. Whenever I have given something away to someone, whenever I have had something that they have needed in that moment, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to part with this and give it to them because they need it. Down the line, when it has come around that I need that thing that I gave away, it comes back to me. I don't know how that works. I call it the universe. It's God's way of saying, hey, thank you. So here it is right back. And typically it's better than the one that I gave away. I don't like, this has happened to me several times in my life, and I could name multiple examples, but like I gave an iron skillet away one time to someone who really wanted an iron skillet that was well seasoned. We weren't using it. We had several of them. And I needed that size skillet, and it came back to me like a year later when I needed it. I mean, for free. Somebody just said, hey, here, you can have this one. So what I'm saying is, look around your house. Talk to your neighbors. Talk to your friends. Talk to your tribe, your community that you're building. See if they have something that you can use, or you have something that they can use, or if you can help in some way. Because what's going to happen is, if everybody started doing this, I have this dream in my mind that less money would be spent and we'd be less dependent on this system that I feel is broken, because we're so dependent on this cash flow, when really what we need is community, and we need we have plenty of stuff. There is plenty of stuff in the world. And there is plenty of stuff not being used in the world, some things still in their packaging, that others could use. And if we depended on what we already have and, really use the stuff that we already have and gave away the things that, or helped other people with things that we don't really use, it would make us less dependent on this monetary system and this materialistic society that we've kind of built. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with, having luxuries. I love luxuries. It's great. It's wonderful. I'm not saying you have to pare down like we did. That's not my message. My message is that maybe it would help the powers that be out there see that we don't really need all this commercialism and this materialism, and that we can be dependent on ourselves. We can be dependent on our communities. And I think that that's a really lovely thing. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to share that and say hi and let you know that happened. And I thought it was a great story and I wanted to share it. So anyway, much love to all of you. I'll see you in the next video.